Welcome to the Jordan Effect. True Crime Chronicles. I'm Jordan, your guide through the gripping world of true crime storylines. Join me as we unravel mysteries, examine clues, and uncover the chilling truth. The Justice Department says it plans to sue Texas Governor Greg Abbott for using a floating board to stop illegal immigration into the state, an action that immediately prompted a fiery backlash from the Republican governor. The Division of the Environment and Natural Resources (ENRD) confirmed to Fox Digital that the DOJ has submitted a letter to the governor of Texas and the Attorney General, informing us of our intention to take legal action regarding the illegal construction of a floating barrier in the Rio Grande River, pursuant to Section 10 of the Rivers and Harbors Act, 33 U.S.C. 403. Abbott announced the barrier, consisting of orange buoys and intended to deter migrants from crossing the Rio Grande in June, and began installing it this month. It is part of Operation Lone Star, a multifaceted operation to address the border crisis amid what Republicans are calling a lack of leadership from the federal government. The latest plan will discourage people from attempting to cross the dangerous river. The buoys are expected to take about 2 weeks to install. Every time they get into that water, it's a risk for migrants. This is a deterrent to even entering the water, Steve McCraw, director of the Texas Department of Public Safety, said last month. It has humanitarian concerns, the Justice Department letter said, according to the Chronicle. As such, we intend to pursue appropriate remedies, including seeking an injunction requiring the removal of obstructions or other structures in the Rio Grande. The letter sets a July 24 deadline for Abbott to respond. Abbott responded to the letter on Twitter, saying Texas has the sovereign authority to defend our border under the U.S. Constitution and the Texas Constitution. Talks have broken out with the Biden administration over the border, with the government accusing it of inhumane acts and accusing the government's Abbott of exacerbating the refugee crisis. The tragic humanitarian crisis at the border arose from Biden's refusal to secure the border. Its open border policy encourages migrants to risk their lives crossing the Rio Grande illegally, rather than crossing a bridge safely and legally, Abbott said Friday. Texas is making efforts to manage this crisis. We will continue to use every strategy to protect Texans and Americans and migrants who risk their lives, he said. See you in court, Mr. President. The administration criticized Abbott's unilateral effort to resolve the border crisis, now in its third year. Abbott has resumed building border walls, erecting barbed wire and busing migrants to sanctuary cities like Washington, D.C. and New York City. A government official told Fox on Friday that Abbott's actions endanger the lives of migrants and officers, pointing to reports of drownings and broken limbs, as well as injuries from barbed wire. The governor's actions prevent Border Patrol agents from entering the river, patrolling the area, and arresting people who try to enter the country illegally. A sharp decline in overall border crossings to numbers not seen since February 2021. Governor Abbott is undermining the president's effective border enforcement plan, dropping illegal border crossings to their lowest level in more than 2 years, the official said. Meanwhile, the border barrier has also drawn rebukes from Mexican President Andrés Manuel López Obrador. Mexico has filed a lawsuit against the fence, and López Obrador has used the fences to meddle in U.S. elections and tell Hispanics not to vote for Abbott or Republicans who support tougher border measures.